Hey. Happy Friday to my Reads Review family. Real quick to my subscribers, I do appreciate you. And to those who may have just stumbled across this channel, I'm Shay. This is Reads Review, where we are living, loving Jesus, smelling fabulous, all while saving a dime. We are discussing budget friendly fragrances. And also, sometimes, I'll put in, I might tell you what kind of fragrant house air fresheners I found that piques my interest because it's a fragrance that I have a perfume of. So I do from time to time. I will collect those, and I will share that as well. But without further ado, um, I hope you guys can hear me well. My voice is coming back and coming back strong. Thank goodness. Thank God. Because I have been on the struggle bus with that this week. And so I'm so very grateful for that. But without further ado, we're going to discuss like a 2-in-1, or actually maybe a 3-in-1. Quick little video of some floral perfumes, fragrances that I've had in my collection for a while. And I have never mentioned them, probably because I did not reach for them very often. I have worn them, I have tested them out, but I just have not reached for them. One of them I really haven't at all out of the three. The three is the third one is just going to be like I guess you could say, an honorable mention. But first, we'll talk about uh, Miss here, Floral Bloom. No. We're not going to talk about her first. She's an honorable mention. I'm sorry. Let's talk about Maison Alhambra's Floral Ambrosia. I went down a rabbit trail or rabbit hole, however you want to call it, trying to find a nice inspired by fragrance or dupe of, clone of, however you want to phrase it or word it, for a Gucci fragrance that my daughter just loves, and I can't even think of it now. Gucci has so many of this floral this and floral that. I just started. I lost track. I did. I have smelled several of them, and I did most recently smell some last month. No, back in March. Um, I mean, it was Gucci galore in that particular perfume place that I went into while I was on vacation. So it was so many and so much. Um, all I can tell you is that there is a Gucci fragrance out there. It's a Gucci floral. I think it's called Floral Ambrosia. Gucci Floral Ambrosia, if I'm not mistaken. Um, let's see here. Um, I had to stop a second and look that up. So Gucci does have fragrance that is named. The name of it is Gucci Bloom Ambrosia de, I don't know, Fiori. There you go. So this is what this particular fragrance from Maison Alhambra, we got a holographic sticker there, is supposed to be inspired by. And so here it is. Oh, this is it. And it is the color of that Gucci fragrance that I just mentioned. It is that night. I like this color. Um, I like reds, so there. Anyway, yeah, but I do like this color. I think it's cute. Now, this by Maison Alhambra, I've had it. Like I said, this one and this other one that I'm gonna show you from Maison Alhambra or share with you. I've had it for a second, and when I say a second, I've had this a couple of months. I think I got it back in the fall, both of them. And so we're going to just go ahead and let you see how it sprays. That's it. Okay, it is a beautiful scent. I will say that. It is a beautiful scent. The main accords on this fragrance are white florals, tuberose, and animalic. And then your notes or top notes, jasmine and honeysuckle. I happen to like honeysuckle. When I first ever sprayed this, that was one of the first um, notes that I could smell and sniff out. So yes, this is got that honeysuckle. You smell the jasmine, yeah, and the tuberose, of course, or the rose. And so in the heart you have tuberose. In the base you have rose and orris, damask rose. It's just a white floral scent. It is. It's a beautiful fragrance. And if you're one that you don't like things or fragrances that you wear, you don't necessarily want them to be announcing you when you get right to the door, then this is a nice fragrance to have. If you like white florals, this is a nice fragrance to have. The only downside to this fragrance is that the longevity is weak. You're not you you're probably gonna get a good solid 3 hours and have to refresh. Or let me just rephrase that. I did. But honestly, this particular it's a beautiful fragrance, but it's not something that I would normally just want to smell or have or not necessarily have. I would like it. Let me slow down. I don't mind having it. It's just not something that I'm going to typically seek after or reach for very much. Yeah, it's just not one of those that I'm going to. And I will say, and I think I may have mentioned this, it does smell very similar to a Gucci fragrance. You are just going to have to like something that sits close to you, a fragrance that sits close, and that's something that's soft and not very loud or strong. You're people are going to smell it. It's just going to have to be in a close, like a close setting. You're not going to be like 4 feet away from somebody and they smell you. In my opinion, let me put that there. In my opinion, um, it I think the Ambrosia is pretty much like the Gucci Bloom without the greeny smell. Um, I guess you could look at this as a fresh floral. That's what I would call it. It it doesn't necessarily project much, but I think it could stand toe to toe with other fragrances, other floral fragrances. And it's a bit of a creamy type of floral as well. You are going to get the tuberose, no doubt. No doubt. Tuberose, you are going to get actually the to me, the tuberose and the honeysuckle is what you get a lot of, but you do get that jasmine. And the tuberose I would say kind of intense a little bit. But anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions on Flora Ambrosia from the House of Maison Alhambra. Okay, so now we have Floral Profumo from the House of Maison Alhambra as well. And this is your nice little packaging. Um, let's get her out. And this is her. Again, this is a inspired by um, fragrance from Gucci. And you know what? I'm gonna have to look that one up too and make sure I'm saying it correctly. Gucci Bloom Profumo de Fiori is what I'm thinking. Fiori. Just a few moments ago, I just spelled it out for you. But anyway, that is Gucci. This is inspired by, and if you are familiar with that particular fragrance by Gucci, you see that it is this color as well. So um, let's spray. Now, to me, the floral ambrosia, this is in the perfumo, they have their own, they have similarities because I know they're trying to replicate that same type of um, scent profile or the DNA of the Gucci floral line. Okay. So these two you can tell they are, have that same DNA profile, or they do share the same DNA profile. This one to me, it has some warmth about it. So let's just get into it. The for Gucci, not Gucci. I'm sorry. Floral Profumo by Maison Alhambra. The main accords are white floral, fruity, tuberose, amber, powdery, yellow floral, woody, iris, and musky. So your notes are um, Rangoon creeper, jasmine sambac. In the heart, you have jasmine, tuberose, yang yang. And in the base, you have benzoin, iris, musk, and sandalwood. Yeah, straight florals. That's what I get mostly. But I think I think like there's something that brings a little bit of warmth. Maybe it's the sandalwood and the musk together. I don't know, but this one to me, you get a little bit more. The longevity is a better to me than the floral ambrosia that we just talked about. This one, you'll probably get about 4.5 to 5 hours plus. Yeah, this one to me lasted a little bit longer. It was it was very much more projecting than the Floral Ambrosia. The Floral Ambrosia, of course, is beautiful fragrance, but yeah, this one, the opening. I mean, you get that tuberose, but it is in the opening for me. The tuberose kind of punches you in the face. It's very pretty. It's very feminine, and of course, it is very floral. You must like florals to like or wear either one of these. You gotta like a straight up floral scent. Seriously. Now this one has a little bit more florals in it than the floral ambrosia. Yeah, I don't get as much jasmine in this one than the ambrosia. And quite honestly, if you really like the florals, I would say I didn't do it, but I could see you trying to possibly wearing these together. Excuse me, or even separately layering them with something else. Um, I have not thought of what I would do that with, mainly because I kind of know that I'm not going to reach for these very often. Um, yeah, I'm probably not going to reach for them very often. Lovely scents. You have to be, I have can't say that enough. You have to be a person who loves a good, solid, floral scent. Like, say you were to be in a garden of flowers, just an overwhelming amount of florals or flowers in a garden, and you're sitting in it. That's kind of that's the best description I can give you. That's how, as to how you have to really like that. You really have to enjoy that that particular fragrance. You have to. Okay, so the one I told you I was going to do, like, just bring it out and do an honorable mention. I'm not gonna even tell you a lie. I have not worn this next fragrance. I have not worn it at all. Um, let's grab it here. Okay, so this is Floral Bloom, and this is from Mega Collection. So let me make sure. Okay, I was just making sure I was still on. I don't know why I was thinking I wasn't. Um, this is duping, clone, inspired by Gucci's Floral Bloom. Um, not my cup of tea. It's no, it's somebody's, but it's not mine. Decent atomizer. This one has that, to me, like that greeny, fresh stem type of something. Not necessarily a freshly cut green stem of a flower, but nice floral. This floral bloom to me kind of has a touch of some spiciness. As I said, I have not personally worn it, um, mainly because it's just not my type of fragrance. Again, I went on a search for trying to find a very inexpensive clone dupe inspired by fragrance of a Gucci, uh, one of the Gucci florals for that I knew my daughter liked, and uh, it is the name escapes my mind. I could just shoot out a name, but it may not be the correct one that I'm thinking of, and I'm not going to do that. Um, yeah, but anyway, that is what that is what led to these these purchases. Thankfully, these purchases were um they were less than $25. So, but the oh goodness, floral bloom, flora. I said flora. This is flora bloom from Mega Collection, and is you can tell it is really, really duping that Gucci bottle. I have noticed, just dropping this in. I have noticed anytime I've seen anything from this Mega Collection, um, they really do go after the bottle. They really do um, uh, copy the bottle of whatever designer fragrance that they are um, putting out, or they're cloning or inspired or duping. I've seen Carolina Herrera, y'all, in the Mega Collection. That looks like a Carolina Herrera stiletto. It really does. It's nothing. You have to really be looking at it to know, like, you and very familiar with that. Anyway, they do their J'adore bottle looks like the J'adore designer fragrance. I think the top part may be a little bit bigger, but what else did I see? I've seen, and I just noticed that oh wow, they really do. They dupe everything. Now, I'm not too familiar with that particular house as far as um, wearing some of their fragrances. I do know that their fragrances are very affordable prices. I don't know the performance of any of them. If you guys are familiar with that particular company or fragrance house, let me know. Drop it in the comments. Let me know. And if you have some or you tried them, let me know how they did. Because I kind of want to buy a couple of them, but then I'm like, I don't know. I don't know anyway, because I just never heard any kind of talk about them. Anybody, not even in my circle that I know, that has ever said anything about that particular fragrance house, company, whatever they are, Mega Collection. But this, y'all, I'll just share with y'all the notes of it. Um, it's got some spicy notes of ginger. Has rose, jasmine, carnation, and then in the base, I believe you have patchouli and musk and osmanthus. I don't know. And right now, I think all these florals are messing with my messing with my head. Like, ugh. Anyway, no, but please don't let that deter you from trying these out, because they are beautiful scents. You just have to really like floral. And I do not like no. I I don't personally. This is not my taste. Um, they smell nice, just not my taste for wearing. Anyway, that is all, guys. Um, I hope that this helped you in some way to kind of be like, yeah, I want to try that. Or if you know you like those Gucci's, like I said, all I can tell you is that these do smell. They do smell like Gucci florals, and like I said, Gucci has a lot of those floral this and floral that in their line right now. But if you like, I can just only tell you that these smell very similar. Even this smells very much so similar. Very much so. I cannot tell you it's a one-to-one. Um, I can guesstimate that these are probably 85 to probably 95%, just like the fragrance that is emulating. So anyway, that's it. That's all. Hope you had a wonderful Friday. It's been a rainy Friday here. Um, but thankfully my job is inside. So uh, yeah, you guys have a good one, and I will be back to tell you my thoughts and opinions on another fragrance. Okay, remember, be prayerful, stay in your word, stay blessed. Only what you do for Christ will last.